Hello again, reception, and welcome to your maths lesson now. I've got a little special helper with me today who would like to help us with our maths. And I'm actually really pleased that RB and RO can meet our maths helper because RCW are used to this helper. And it is, of course, Mr. Buttons. Now, my helper is called Mr. Buttons because, stand up tall, Mr. Buttons, because he's got some very special buttons on his jumper. How many buttons can you see without even counting them? Can you see? That's right, he's got 3 buttons on his jumper. Now, Mr. Buttons sometimes helps with our maths, but sometimes he also is a little bit cheeky and he messes up my maths sometimes, and it makes me have to think even harder. Cheeky Mr. Buttons. So, let's start our maths lesson by warming up our maths brain with some maths games. So first of all, I have got some numbers in order here, and I would like you to count for me in order, and Mr. Buttons will show you how to go along the number line. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent, nice and easy. Now, I did say Mr. Buttons was a little bit cheeky, so Mr. Buttons is now going to hide one of the numbers, and you need to shout out what is the missing number. Are you ready? You can close your eyes if you want to. Mr. Buttons is just going to choose which number to take away from you. Mr. Buttons thinks he's very, very cheeky for hiding one of the numbers. Okay, boys and girls, straight away, what is the missing number? It must be number 2. Number 2 is missing. Did you get it right, boys and girls? Number 2 was, of course, missing. Let's put it right back there. And if you can't remember where the numbers go, you can look at the number line behind me on my counting stick. Mr. Buttons, come back again, cheeky. Here he is. Mr. Buttons is now going to hide another number. It's what he does best. Here we go. Mr. Buttons, which number are you going to take off this time? He's thinking about it. Okay, here we go. Mr. Buttons. Oh, thank you. Okay. Which number is missing this time, boys and girls? Mr. Buttons thinks it's very funny. He has taken number 5. Well done. There it is. Let's push it all the way over there. Number 5, of course, was missing. It's the biggest number on our number line today. Number 5. Let's have a go. One more. Mr. Buttons, can you choose a number to take off for us, please, so that we can see which one is the missing number? Thank you very much. Mr. Buttons, you have taken 2 numbers off this time. He's very cheeky, isn't he, boys and girls? Which 2 numbers did Mr. Buttons take off? It was number, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. It was 2 and 4. Right, Mr. Buttons, where do they go back again? Over there. Okay, Mr. Buttons says that 2 goes there. And where does the 4 go, Mr. Buttons? Okay, he says that number 4 goes there. There we go. Is that right, boys and girls? No, of course it isn't. Mr. Buttons, you were trying to trick me. We need to swap some of these numbers round. Which 2 numbers are the wrong way round, boys and girls? Of course. Oh, Mr. Buttons is hiding. Silly Mr. Buttons. Of course, the 2 and the 4 are the wrong way around. There we go. Is that looking better again, boys and girls? Let's do a check. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's much better. I told you Mr. Buttons was very cheeky. Now, boys and girls, we are now going to move on to our number of the week. So I'm just going to switch over to my screen so that you can join in with number of the week this week.
So last term, we got all the way up to number 10 for our number of the week. Today, we're going to learn the next number, which is number 11. I'm hoping that you all had a good go at that at home. 1 more than 10 is 11. And that will be the number that we are looking at today. So let me share with you my all about 11 activities. Here we go, all about the number 11. Can you see where the number 11 is written? Hopefully you can see there at the top here, the 2 ones, that is our number 11. And I'll explain in a moment why it looks like that. Here we go, all about the number 11. We always practice writing in the air the number of the week. So can you get your finger and make 11? You need to start here, up, down to make a 1, and again up, down to make another number 1. 2 ones sat side by side is our number 11. This is how number 11 looks in writing. 11. 11. Now, I did say I would explain why number 11 looks like 2 ones sat together. And that is because we need to have 1 whole 10, which is this blue piece here, 1 whole 10, and 1 extra 1. When we're looking at 10 on our hands, can you see me in the corner of the screen? When we're making 10, we're using up all of our fingers. So we need 1 whole 10 and 1 extra 1. And that's how it looks as our unicorn shapes. And that's why it looks like 2 ones side by side. Here, boys and girls, we've got number 11 as a cube tower. I wonder why we've got 1 very tall tower and 1 left over. Without even counting, I wonder if you can make a sensible guess. How many cubes do you think are in this tower? Did you say 10? Shall we check? Let's start from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got a tower of 10 and 1 extra 1, 1 left over here. And that makes 11. Now, here is our tens frame. Boys and girls, normally we've used 1 10 frame, don't we? And as we've been looking at our number of the week, we started up by filling up 1 and then 2, and we slowly moved up until we filled in half of our tens frame, which is 5. And then we carried on filling it all the way up until we got to number 10, and we had a whole tens frame full. Now we need to have 2 tens frames because we need that extra 1 ready for counting on past 10. So now we need 2 tens frames. I wonder if you can help me. I'm looking for the number 11 on the number line. Can you point to it? Number 11. Let's check. There we go. I hope you got that one right. There's number 11. Sometimes the number line looks like this. And this time we're starting from 0 down at the bottom and we go all the way up to 20 on this number line. Can you spot 11 again? There we go. Our number 10 was halfway up the number line and now we've just got 1 more to go up. Well done. Now we need to help Nancy. She needs 11 coins to pay the shopkeeper. I'm going to click on the purse until we have 11 coins. Can you count along with me at home? And you can shout at the screen, stop, when I get to number 11. And hopefully I remember to do the same. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Did you shout stop? Well done. Here we go. George needs to find the jar of sweets with 11 in it. Can we help him? Oh, this looks a little bit tricky. I might need to do some counting to find 11. I wonder if any of the jars straight away look like they don't have 11 in them. Do you think any of the jars definitely don't have 11? I think this one with the long sweets at the top, I don't think that looks like 11, but I'm going to check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was right. Did you say that too, boys and girls? That's not 11, is it? Now I'm going to look at this jar at the bottom. I think that might be more than 11, but I'm going to count and check. I'm going to start from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I definitely went past 11. I've gone too far. That jar has more than 11. That must mean this one at the top must have 11 sweets in it. But again, I'm going to do a check. I'm going to start counting from the top this time. I'm going to go across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's the jar that George needs. But hey, well done, everyone. Now, sometimes we see number 11 and we see other numbers written in the environment. So you might go for a walk later and you might see number 11 on a front door. Perhaps you could have a look for it. Maybe you even live at house number 11. There are numbers everywhere. For this week, I want you to spot as many number 11s as you can. Perhaps it's on the diary or a calendar in your house. Perhaps you see it written on the floor in a car parking space. Keep a lookout for those number 11s, boys and girls. Now it's time for our number 11 challenges. Oh, this time it'll be my turn to choose the colour that I want first. Oh, I think I'll go for my favourite colour first. Pink. Challenge, boys and girls. Can you blink 11 times? Off you go. I hope you blinked only 11 times. Now I'm going to pick, green, I think, next. Oh, it says, quickly find something that shows the number 11. You can pause the video now, or you can have a go at this at the end. I want you to find something in your house that shows 11. I wonder if you could make a tower with Lego bricks, but remember to make a 10 and a 1 to show that 10 and 1 extra. Perhaps you could have a go at drawing your very own tens frame and put 10 counters into one 10 frame and 1 extra one in the second tens frame. Perhaps you just find 11 written down somewhere. Have a go at that now or at the end of this video. Now I'm going to choose purple. Find 11 small things. So again, you can have a go at this now if you pause the video or at the end. And you need to find yourself 11 things that are the same. Perhaps you could find 11 Lego bricks or 11 pencil crayons or 11 pasta pieces. And it also says you could make 2 groups with 11 things. How many different ways can you make 11 in 2 groups? Perhaps you decide to have 10 Lego bricks and 1 Lego brick. Or perhaps you decide to have 5 Lego bricks and 6 Lego bricks in the other group. And check, do you still have 11 each time? How many different ways can you do that? I'm going to choose the last one. This one, you need to find a partner. You need to find a partner to help you show number 11 on your fingers. Do you remember we said at the beginning, we've only got 10. We can only make 10 on our own. And so you need someone to help you make that extra one. Can you do that now? Well done. And that's the end of our challenges for our number of the week. What was our number again, boys and girls? 11. You are now an expert at number 11. Let's give yourselves 11 pats on the back. Shall we do them really, really quickly this time? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Can you give yourselves 11 claps? This time, let's do them slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well done, everybody. And thank you for joining me with our All About number 11. You'll find now on our home learning page some extra activities to have a go at to explore all about number 11. And today we would really like it if that was your activity that you sent in to us by uploading a photo of you having a go onto Tapestry, or perhaps a photo of some of the work that you have completed. There's some different choices of activities for you to choose from, and have fun. Bye for now.